Yo, what's going on everybody? My name is Sage and welcome to this video everybody. In this video I will be going over something that, I don't really normally do in a video. However, I did feel like I really wanted to do this video. No one really recommended it to me. I just thought that it would be a really cool idea to do. And so I was originally going to be making this video with Echo Soldier, but he seems to always be busy, so I don't really want to bother him or anything like that. So I figured I would just go ahead and make this video. So, in this video guys, I will be going over the pros and cons of the 3-cat playstyle and also the regular playstyle. Those are known to be the two main playstyles of the game, obviously, and there's a bunch of different things that go along with it, like rocket jumping. Rocket jumping kind of fits into both of them, so I will be talking about the pros and cons, the flaws, and the things that make one good. So I'll be talking about everything like that during this video. If anyone gets offended easily because of, stuff that, if you play a certain way and I diss it during this video, then I wouldn't really recommend watching it because I don't want anyone to be offended by it. This is just purely for, seeing which playstyle is better and more effective in the game within itself. That's literally the only reason I'm making this, to see which method is more effective, and obviously one is going to be more effective than the other. Anyway, guys, if you do enjoy this video, I would very much appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel because I do post videos every single day, and I do like to stream very often as well, so be sure to turn on those notifications after you subscribe so you guys never miss a stream or video. And let's go ahead guys and get right into this video.
Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go. Guessing it was.
Okay guys, so first I'll be talking about the pros and cons of 3-cat spam. So first, obviously a big pro about 3-cat spam is, everyone thinks that it's really skilled, everyone thinks that it's probably like the dominant playstyle in Pixel 3D, and that's obviously a pro. Now let's think about some cons. Unfortunately, people who 3-cat spam tend to have a lot lower accuracy than those people who play regular, and that's just an actual fact. People who play regular tend to use like assault rifle weapons where they can just hit scan people, and they genuinely get more hits, and it factors out and it averages a lot better than 3-cat spam players shots do. So people tend to have way better accuracy with it, but that doesn't really matter if you're just trying to grind. But with 3-cat spam, there's so many different methods in order to be able to attack the other opponent, and so like a big pro about 3-cat spam is the fact that you're able to dominate the other person so much easier, because with 3-cat spam you can kill somebody so much faster than if you were just playing regular, unless of course like the regular player is using like a really a high powered sniper such as the anti-champion or something like that. But in most cases with 3-cat spam, you actually are able to do so much more damage in a short amount of time, and you can use all categories at once. Like you can go through your entire category, as you can see me doing here, within 10 seconds or less, going through your entire loadout and shooting a shot that could potentially kill the enemy much quicker than it would with with a regular playstyle. So that's something that's definitely good to look at. One thing that's really different about 3-cat spam compared to normal is the fact that a lot of weapons will have delays. Now when you're playing regular, most of the time they play with weapons that don't have delays, but with 3-cat spam a lot of them do. So unless you use a certain method to do it, you actually will get an animation on a lot of your combinations, which kind of sucks, but there are ways to get over it, of course. So just to show you guys the damage on a lot of 3-cat methods here, if you shoot somebody twice with basically any 3-cat loadout, if you shoot somebody with 2 different weapons one time each, the likeliness is you'll end up killing them there. You only need to shoot them twice for that person to die, as long as you have good aim, of course, and obviously it depends on the modules you have on your weapons, but to be honest, I only have regular old kinetic modules, and this person has full armor, so it's it does a lot of damage either way, even if you didn't have the best modules. But with the 3-cat spam method, guys, it usually only takes about 2 shots in order to actually kill the enemy, which is really good compared to a regular playstyle where someone is spamming ARs. It takes 12 to 15 shots with an AR to actually hit the opponent, and obviously you're not going to be able to hit the enemy every single time. So you likely end up going through at least 2 clips before you're actually able to kill the person with an AR, unless you're just extremely accurate, which a lot of some regular players are scary accurate. They're able to hit all of their shots easily. It's kind of scary how good some of their aim is. But we're getting a little bit off topic here. Just say obviously AR spam is kind of a lot worse than 3-cat spam, because you're gonna miss a lot more shots and waste so much more ammo. So right now, like, one of the best ARs in the game is this hardcorn right here. Everybody knows that the hardcorn is extremely good. Now, I'm just using this as an example. Despite it being one of the best in the game, it still takes multiple shots in order for the enemy to actually die, compared to a 3-cat spam where they almost instantly die because if, the weapons that you use do a lot more damage. For 3-cat spam, you technically mostly use like single shot weapons, So just to show you guys here, like, the damage whenever someone is actually, like, running around and not just standing in front of you. Obviously, when the person's just standing still in front of you, it's really quick to get a kill. But when someone's running around like this, you have to actually take a lot of time in order to kill the enemy player. Although it only takes, like, 9 to 10 shots or less with the hard corn here, for example, you still will end up using so much ammo in order to kill him. Now, in comparison with 3-cat spam kills the enemy player almost instantly. Like I was talking a little bit about, like, towards the beginning, it only takes 2 shots, right? So, obviously, if you hit those shots really well, you're going to be able to kill the enemy really, really quickly. And that's something that's not as, like, apparent with, a regular playstyle. For this, you only have to hit the person 2 times, and they're down for the count. And that's something that's really, really important. And also, with this method, you're not just spamming, you can use any different type of weapons as well. There's so many weapons that you can use that serve the same function. They'll all do 2 shots, and instead of just, like 9 or 10 shots and then wasting your entire gun's ammo clip, it's nuts. Now, as a lot of you guys may or may not know, 3-cat spam is not favored at all by the Pixel Gun 3D community. Less than, I believe, okay, so I believe that the majority of the players, 90% or more of the players, actually use regular playstyle, meaning that they do not 3-cat spam. And only like 5 to 10% or less actually 3-cat spam. So the majority of the people within the community do not actually 3-cat spam, which is really surprising because you think that, a weapon playstyle that is so fun to do and it takes so much skill, you think that people would want to be, like, use a lot of skill in order to actually kill people easier and faster. But in fact, the majority of the players do not 3-cat spam, which is really, really surprising to me, guys. I really did not think that the majority of the players would be spamming ARs. But when I came back to this game in, like, early 2019, I noticed that nobody 3-cat spammed. I didn't even 3-cat spam either. It was like a trending game style, if you could say. A lot of people did want to, do 3-cat spam. And so, like, I did eventually end up switching to 3-cat spam. But then there was, like, rocket jumping. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Rocket jumping is something that both sides of the spectrum do. Like, you have, you've got the 3-cat spammers and you got the regular players, but in the middle, there's rocket jumping. And for rocket jumpers, there's people who rocket jump and 3-cat spam, and there's people who rocket jump and spam area damage or regular playstyle, something like that. Because the majority of the regular playstyle consists of, like, spammy ARs and assault rifles, and, that's what I just said. Area damage, I meant. So a lot of people tend to rocket jump and then spam, like, an area damage weapon, like the destructor system. They'll jump up in the air with, like, nuclear revolver, that backup weapon that there is, and then they'll just spam the destructor system. Or they'll use, like, a weapon such as the, maybe, like, the, I don't know, like the grappling hook one. I forget what it's called, the pulling sucker gun. People use that and just jump way up in the air and just start spamming area damage with that. So rocket jumping fits, like, on both sides of the spectrum. So, like, the only bad thing with 3-cat spamming with rocket jump is that's just, like, okay, so the reason people do 3-cat spam is because they actually want to, like, be really, really skilled at the game, and they want to be able to use the game's, like, features in order to actually bypass, animations and stuff like that, to be able to get, like, really cool looking and skilled kills. With rocket jumping, that's basically giving up a whole part of 3-cat spamming, which is the movement. A big part of 3-cat spamming is actually being able to, like I said, use your skill in order to be good at the game. But it doesn't really help whenever you're rocket jumping, because you're not wanting to use your skill to get better at movement. Instead of dodging bullets normally, instead of using your actual skill in order to dodge the bullets that are coming from spammers, people tend to rocket jump and get out of the way. So that's something that a lot of people end up doing with 3-cat spam, and so they're considered, like, half pros at that point. Not that everybody, isn't a bad player when they do that, but you guys get what I mean. And so a lot of people tend to rocket jump when they do 3-cat spam. In fact, the majority of 3-cat spammers are actually rocket jumpers, unfortunately. And so there's the rest of us who played without rocket jumping at all. And those kinds of players are the ones that, actually want to put in a lot of skill into their movement and stuff like that. But this is not the case with, like, regular playstyle. They prefer to use, like, spammy ARs, which I get. It's kind of more like a Call of Duty game where you use a lot of ARs in public matches. But that's just kind of how this game is right now. It's a big controversy. So guys, just to sum up, there's a bunch of different things that are different between, the regular playstyle and the 3-cat playstyle. Obviously with regular playstyle, which is, like, the majority of the players in this game, you prefer to use, area damage weapons, you prefer to use, rocket jump like that. Actually, rocket jump, it fits in both, but I meant, like, assault rifle spam. So people use assault rifle spam, rocket jumping in both fields, and that works for 3-cat spam as well. People tend to rocket jump. Unfortunately, that's just how a lot of people are. So a big pro about 3-cat spamming is that you're actually going to be able to kill people easier, and obviously it looks a lot better. It's actually using your skill and stuff like that. But a big con about 3-cat spam is actually the fact that you will not be able to do it for that long, because every single time that they release an update, they patch more and more 3-cat spam. So it's definitely not favored by the community. So yeah, unfortunately nobody in this game anymore likes 3-cat spam. Everyone prefers regular. Okay guys, that is everything that I have to say in this video. If I did have to pick a playstyle, I would say that 3-cat spam is a lot more effective, so I would definitely recommend learning it or perfecting it if you are already a 3-cat spammer. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said in the beginning, I'd very much appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel, because I do post videos every single day, and I also stream occasionally as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all later.